What up, tours, and welcome back to another Constructed Standard video here on our arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. So this is the Qualifier play-in event. So similar to the one that I won, you're going to have to go 7 wins before 3 losses, or maybe 2 losses, on day 1, and then 7 wins again on day 2 before 2 losses. So very hard event. This one is standard. I'll be picking up the Oculus list again after having such a good time with it in yesterday's preliminary round. I've swapped things up a little bit to combat the hordes of mice I've been seeing lately. I've just added a couple of burst lightnings to the list, an extra flood maw, taken out the spell pierces and one of the eidetic memories. Added a few extra sheltered by ghosts to the sideboard as well to combat them. So yeah, we're going to take this for a spin. We need to get 7 wins, before 3 losses. And if we do, we qualify for day 2. And then once again, on day 2, need to get 7 wins. And that would queue for Arena Champs number 9. So that would be very awesome to queue for both number 8 and number 9, if possible. Okay, on the draw, which means that turn 1 Oculus is, or rather turn 2 Oculus is a possibility, though, however, this hand is not. I think you keep this on the draw. It's got Torch for an early aggro list, or any other early creature. Forest turn 1, so Restless Vinestock. Green blue. What's green blue in this format? Analyze the pollen swamp. Oh, maybe some, okay, Yorion or something. Fear of missing out. A good draw there. I'm gonna pitch the Torch the tower here. Keep both of my helping hands. Plays out a white source instead. Okay. Could just discard one of the scholars here and helping hand it back to be a mana efficient. I think we'll do that. We have creature and land, or sorry, creature and instant in our graveyard currently. Yeah, there's the Overlord. Okay. So Flood Maw is going to be big here, because they might have a Zur next turn. So let's go Helping Hand, Scholar. Another Flood Maw is nice, but no Oculus. Alright, so Sorcery, Instant. So I can put a land and a creature in the graveyard right now. For an extra combat step, which is actually quite a bit of damage since the Scholar has Vigilance. And we'll play the untapped blue source, hold up double Flood Maw, and hope they don't Wrath me. But if they do Wrath, then I can Helping Hand back another Scholar. Oh, never mind. So this is the downside of the Flood Maw, is that this only returns opponents' things. Whereas if I was running like Bounce Off, I could bounce my own Scholar here, which would be tremendous. I'm debating if I want to Burst Lightning my own Scholar. Because if I don't, I have nothing going on, right? Like, Burst Lightning my own Scholar into Helping Hand it again next turn seems like a reasonable enough play, as awkward as it is. Also shrinks their Sunfall token. That's not entirely relevant, but it is not irrelevant. Still no Oculus. Alright, this time we'll just pitch one of the Flood Maws. I guess we're only 19 cards through our deck, but... Alright, there's the Zur. So I guess I kind of need to bounce the Overlord right now since they can double activate, right? Or I guess what I could let them do is animate the Overlord and then just bounce the Zur. Because they'd be able to replay the Overlord anyways. So I mean I'll take 5 damage here, but they won't gain any life. Second Inti is not great. Alright, so let's attack. We need to put the Inti counter on itself, otherwise they can animate their token. Oh, there's an Oculus, finally. Okay, looks like they might just chump 2 damage. So we need to keep Delirium if possible. So 3, 4, 5. I guess I'm not going to be able to hit full Delirium. We're going to leave the second Inti in. Hoping for not another Sunfall. But the thing is, now they only need to play the Zur out. They don't need to animate the Overlord since it's already a creature now. Actually, they could have like an Atraxa here or something too, honestly. Alright, I'm at 9. They go back up to 12. Elesh Norn, okay. It's not great. Well, at least Torch means they can't really block very well with their Zur there. We do just cast the Burst Lightning. Extra card in our graveyard. We're hoping they don't have the white Overlord, I suppose. They haven't drawn any of their beans, thankfully. We're we're going to get a lot of decent sideboard versus them, I think, right? A couple negates, destroy evils, spell pierces. Is Chandra supposed to be brought in versus the enchantment deck? Maybe. Doesn't seem like I want it, though. Alright, there's their Vinestock. So that one also tramples notably, and this turns something into a 5/5. Sorry, oh, base 3/3. What am I talking about? So I think what we're gonna do... Oh, I guess I don't have a choice. Yeah, sadly I can't kill the Elesh Norn and block with a Scholar in a way that lets me live. So they're going to go back up to 9. I might actually have lethal here the next turn, though, right? I mean, I'm dead to any interaction, but I kind of just dead anyways that way. Okay. Block like this. Take 8, go to 1. Inti goes to the graveyard. We helping hand it back and can attack for potentially 9 in the air, which would be lethal if they don't have anything. If you got it, you got it. This might be their only play. They might not have anything, is the nice thing, right? Oh, wait. They missed lethal by not playing out Leyline Binding. What? What? What were they playing around there? That's kind of insane. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm not sure about that play, but... They did get me, so maybe discarding the second flood was not correct. Yeah, I mean, Burst Lightning kicked can kill Zur, but I don't think that's good enough. Okay, down a game, but didn't have an early Oculus, so let's try to do that this time. I guess this is a keeper hand? A little bit tempted to play the Spyglass Siren and just use the map here instead. You know what? I'm going to do that instead of Inti. Fear of missing out. I think we'll just bin that. Because if we draw one of our reanimate effects, we can just get it back eventually anyways. Like that. That's fine. So none of our counter magic here, unfortunately. Let's see if they have the Overlord this turn. Rest in pepperonis. Alright, that's not the end of the world. It's annoying, sure, but... Nice hit value land. I don't think I need to destroy evil this turn. Really want to just find a counter. Yep, there's the Overlord. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, let's go like this. Let's attack with both. Discard the Spire Bluff trigger on Inti, so they have to double block. And then we can destroy evil the rest in peace before damage. And then helping hand back. Now, I'm gonna kind of lose if they have Swamp, Zur, Animate, but I'm also gonna get wrecked by Sunfall. So I don't have an interactive spell here. Brutal. I don't necessarily think this should be a bad matchup, but maybe I needed to mulligan more aggressively. Gonna need to draw like another Scholar into pitching Oculus and drawing the gate with it or something. Not looking good for us. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I'd say our draw hasn't panned out particularly well. We've kind of flooded out as well. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lands drawn. I mean, I wouldn't even say our opponent had a good draw. Just ours was worse, I suppose. Okay, and that will do it. Good beats. Got crushed. I don't know, maybe I need to mulligan more aggressively with this deck, but that hand seemed fine, it just didn't end up getting there. Like, we had Inti, couple Scholars. I guess what might, you know what, maybe I did make a mistake there. Discarding the Scholar might have lost me. If I don't discard that Scholar, it doesn't get hit by the Rest in Peace, and then I can just play it out naturally. And so maybe digging 2 cards deeper would have saved us. Restless Reef, okay. So maybe the bounce deck now. Stocking up. Yep, pretty good. The Oculus are hiding, man. Where are they? Sheesh. I guess I'll discard the sorcery spell. Jace the Perfected Mind. Got it.
Emotions are distraction. Focus, you can be made.
Well, that could be good. All right, 1 damage. Got him.
Surrender is simpler.
They can mill me 15 right now. So this doesn't look like the bounce deck, of course. This is the control-y blue-black. All right, the deadly cover-up. That's great. There's an Oculus. And we have enough to play it out. Sorcery, creature, 2, 3, 4. We have plenty of instants. A land should be okay. So we are very much hoping they don't have a second cover up here. They're just going for 1 card draw. Nice. That's great. That's a good sign for us. Okay. Binning go for the throat. Yeah, they're just looking for Wrath. I think I'm going to put these 2 on Jace, and that way if they kill the 4/4, I can still finish it off with Torch. I don't think we have a need to run anything else out here.
Noise.
Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, I know. I guess Deadly Cover-Up is destroy, not exile. So it's fine to animate the actual creatures, because I can give these flying, of course. But if they had like an exile destruction effect, then I would actually want to animate the non-creatures. go to combat. Yep. Not too many better torch targets than that, so I'll go ahead and play this Siren out now. And that's a good one. All right, nice. So they have Demolition Field. If they want to, but that would eat up effectively 2 of their mana. Okay, did not activate the Tome. Okay. Oh, so they can mill me? Sure.
Surrender your mind to Phyrexia's
No, they're going to shrink my Scholar. We still have lethal here, however.
comprehension.
Not many lists are... Remember, this is my own brew that I've added an extra few Burst Lightnings to, so... Well, this isn't my own brew, sorry. This is an existing deck that I have tinkered with. Let's put it that way. Okay, Torches out. Bolt can still hit Planeswalker. I mean, so can Torches, but I don't think they're good enough. We just bring in Spell Pierces, Negates, Chandras, and this matchup look great. The Vacuum is probably too slow, right? 1 card at a time getting exiled from a graveyard does not seem good enough. The Flood Maws are like pretty bad here too, I guess. Yeah, in fact, maybe I just cut both of the Flood Maws and then add 1 Vacuum. Something like that seems okay. Well, this could be a turn 2 Oculus if we get lucky with the Thundering Falls Surveil. Or if I draw the Oculus, but I think versus blue-black, we don't want to make that play of if I draw the Oculus, just go to discard and pitch it, because then if they take my helping hand... Yeah, I don't think we want that. We'll lose one of our inties here. Okay, need to find a couple lands. Surprise. Alright, 1 negate gone. Scholar is good. I think I'm gonna go for recommission on Inti. They didn't kill my fear in response here. Hoping to hit a land. Nice. We can even just helping hand now our scholar. Which I think I'm certainly supposed to do. What am I running into here? Oh, that's not that bad. Okay, and now we have negate open and sitting pretty. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to play that out, since I don't have an untap land. I think if they go for a removal spell end of turn on one of these creatures, we would probably just have to let it resolve. Because Prof's into Bitter is also a fast clock. I think we keep the negate for Deadly Cover-Up, right? 1-for-1 removal I don't think is too problematic, though they do have the Tome. Alright, Restless Reef is active here for them if they want. But I'm pretty sure I am not unhappy if they are losing a land to do this. Yep. Okay. So they're not dead next turn because they have the Tome, which can gain 4. They are very close. Let's see. Yeah, this is still a 2-turn clock. Let's spread out our threats. It's a little bit weak versus a cut down, but they're going to be drawing a card and gaining 4 here anyways. Never countering that. Again, 1-for-1 removal right now is not problematic. Actually, you know what they should have done? They should have Demolition Field instead of looting, probably. Well, maybe I guess they had to find specifically Wrath, but a lot of decks don't run basics, and I don't think my deck runs a basic, right? So if they had Demolition Field, yeah, then I would not have had more than 1 mana on their turn, so I wouldn't be able to negate. So that might have been a better play for them. Because if they go for the loot like they did, then they still know I have negate available. But if they go for the Demolition Field and I don't have a basic, then that opens up the opportunity for them, it feels like. Okay. Ooh. Well, this is a keeper. We'll see what they lead with. Unfortunately, I didn't find a white source, so I'm not going to be able to just discard Oculus on turn 2. Okay. Obviously, I really need to find a land here. If I find a land, though, we're going to be in real good shape. Specifically white, but... Okay. On the draw with the Surveil land, I think I keep this hand every single time, but unfortunately bricked there. Seed of Hope. Oh, they didn't return a card. Whoopsies. Oh, because they wanted to keep Delirium, I guess? Oh, man. Alright, well, I think now we make the discard Oculus play and hope to hit an untapped white source. Beautiful. Alright. And now we're crushing. Oh, I guess I should have put a land in the graveyard. Oh well. Oh, sure. Take that all day. Turns out early Oculus is still OP. Okay, can I kill them this turn? Let's see, 7 plus 7. Can't quite kill them. So I think we'll just put them on a 2-turn clock. Keep up our Into the Flood here. I could have hard cast that, but I wanted to keep the Flood Maw open, I'm pretty sure. Red-green exhaust. Interesting a deck. Okay. I guess just cross their fingers and hope they're not dead, huh? Violent Urge. Pass on that. Okay. Pretty easy, seemingly. So... Pyroclasms on the draw don't seem that good, no. I think I'm just going to bring in a bunch of Sheltered by Ghosts. I still like the bounce. Torches are great. I guess on the draw, Burst Lightning is still good. Probably don't need Reunion. We probably don't need the profs. I don't think this is a match where we're going to miss that too much. Now knowing what they're on, I will probably discard Oculus turn 1 if we have the right hand for it. That is not the right hand for it. No white source. No, we can lose the reef here. I'm gonna keep the double recommission, I think. Rubble Belt Maverick. Wild Wicker Folk. Yeah, we want to use our map on this. Do we want to surveil first, or do we want to map first? I guess we want to surveil first. And we'll keep a land. Good. I guess I'm going to trade with their Maverick at this point. I didn't last turn because I wanted to use the map, of course, but... Alright, Curator's great. Very good versus our graveyard shenanigans, of course. That's fine. Alright, I take 7. I'm at 6. I mean, I kind of have to go for the shelter and hope they don't have a way to kill my Scholar, right? And if they do, I'm just dead, but no other option here. Oh, nice, got the resolve. Alright. We're also going to get a trigger of the profs, so we're going to go back up to 9 this turn. Huge. That is very big. Which means they also didn't have an interactive spell for 2 mana last turn. So they would have need to have drawn something here. Oh, or what they had was a sorcery. That's fair. Of course. Alright. So they can exile 1 card. I'm at 5. Scholar's gonna get to trigger for 2. But this looks like a loss to me. Suppose I'm not technically dead on board. Sorcery, enchantment creature. Yeah. Not technically dead here. Although I do have to block both of the 4 power creatures. But it would be currently a trade. Take 3, go to 1. That'll do her. Okay, good. Good beats. Destroy Evil is still not good versus them. Barrage is going to be annoying. But it looks like if we can put 1 counter on the Oculus with the profs, they might not be able to beat it. So I'm going to bring in the profs back in. And on the draw, or on the play rather, I'm going to cut the Burst Lightnings, leave the torches. Exile seems great. Oh, this is good. Just a nice cheap curve out. And in fact, the fear of missing out with Sheltered by Ghosts should be pretty nice, feels like. That way it gets around the Lithomantic Barrage, or whatever it's called. I think I'm going to just discard the... Well, I'm okay discarding the Forge here. I think the Surveil's probably worth it, and we have stuff to do even if I drew a 3-drop like I did. Inti. I don't care about that. We drew another different untapped land for Scholar Curves. Great. I guess this is a double land discard. Keep all the spells. Only one card type in our graveyard for fear, but is what it is. Alright, there's the Curator. So we can nuke that with Shelter. Let's just hold up Flood Maw here. They didn't activate. I'm gonna bounce right now before they can get the trigger. Oh, that's really good for us, of course. Fine. Okay. So sorcery instant land in our graveyard. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce Inti again. Drawn Bolt for any interaction. That doesn't currently block. But let's see. I guess let's target here and see if they kill my Siren in response. Also would have been able to hit Delirium potentially. I guess they could have a Seed of Hope in their hand. So I'm actually gonna bolt the Beastie. If they have another Torch... Oh, if they have a Pump Effect for their Inti, that's annoying. They do. Yikes. Okay. So maybe I punted that turn there. If I kill the Inti, I guess they're just dead, huh? And And I guess Seed of Hope would have still needed to hit a land or something. Yeah. I mean, this doesn't have reach. They are dead on board. Okay. Yeah, I might have played that turn wrong. Maybe I got too scared of what they could have instead of what they already had. Yeah. Well, I guess they're not dead because the curator can eat my delirium too. Well, that works. Oh, and they needed to not let me attack as well. They needed to eat my graveyard first if they could. Okay. Yeah, made some mistakes there. Gotta tighten up for these events. Especially since the Arena Champs is in a week and a half. And that's gonna be a fun one. Alright, 2-1. Gotta win 5 before losing 2. Have not won many die rolls here. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to keep this, and we are going to hope our opponent's playing one of the aggro-based decks of the format. But I could see this being a mulligan, and them having a turn 1 freaking Restless Anchorage is the worst. Good news is, if we draw some of our looter effects or whatever, I mean, we can get rid of this garbage, but... Ride's End? Yes. Oh, Elspeth's Smite, sure. I guess Ride's End is more a beans card. So Scholar off the top would be pretty great. That's not a Scholar. That, however, is a Scholar. All right. Though I'm guessing it is not going to resolve. Oh, you know what they could be running? They could be on the Omniscience deck, actually. So I need to hold up our cheap burn if they don't counter this. Okay, they did. Sweet, another Scholar off the top. Because that deck runs like Abuelo's Awakening, right? I don't think they have a 1-mana way to discard. Generally. It's fine. Temporary lockdown. What's the wording on this? Until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. If I flood it right now, I don't lose the Siren. Did they play a land already? They did not. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I think I do this. They might have a counter anyways. And if they replay it, then they lose the fish. So they have Elspeth's Smite. Is my thought here, right? So I'm gonna go for the profs and see if we can find another way to draw a card to make the Scholar perfect. Too big. Okay, they just had Get Lost instead. So we need to go for double burst lightning now. Because the lockdown will eat all of my stuff. In fact, I'm actually pretty happy they let me chump the Beza. Though, if I do this, they don't necessarily need to use the lockdown. But I'm guessing they probably still would. Yeah. Could have probably burst lightning there when they only had 2 mana up. Wow. They're going to gain another 4 life here. That sucks. I guess I want to burst their face in response so they don't get to draw a card. Ah, they had no more lives anyways. Okay. So they get to draw and gain 4. The Floodmaw for this lockdown could save us. I don't think it's going to be enough. Pretty sure we just go for face here. No Oculus still. Lockdown next turn will not kill the... or get rid of the Scholar. But this game is bleak. Jeez, they had it all. So I need to leave that on top first so that I can make it a 5/5 and then we can bin it. Of course I might still be dead here, right? If they can get rid of Scholar. They only have one unknown card in their hand. They might have to chump with their Anchorage if they don't find anything. Yeah. Oh, wow, they're just getting rid of the Eidetic. Oh, we win with the second Eidetic then. Holy smokes. Wow, what? Huge. Crazy. Did not think we were winning that one in any world, but here we are. Okay. Sweet. So, cut the torches. Cut the bolt. Spell pierces, negates, Chandras. Destroy evil is not garbage. Kills Beza and the lockdowns. I guess we don't need burst. The reach was actually really good that game, but probably an easy cut. I guess Flood Maw is actually not that good. Like buying one turn is okay, but not good enough. Plus, we're bringing in hard removal for the things that Flood would be bouncing. Crazy, crazy win. All right, can we get an early Oculus? Man, we've been having to win with non-Oculus means, and it's not a great feeling. I don't think I can keep a hand like this, right? Too slow. I'm not going to go down to 5 there, but... There's one. Okay. That's the white source. Alright, so this is a potential turn 3 Oculus, assuming 0 interaction, which... I mean... Not getting my hopes up. Need to find a Spell Pierce or a Negate. Because I don't think just going for recommission here is good enough. That's fine. If they get rid of my graveyard this turn, that's gonna suck. Ooh, Monumento. Okay. That's cute. That's fine. Stonks. Stonks, stonks, stonks. Actually, Monument's kind of weird versus me. I guess we play around No More Lies first. Wow, they should not have done that. They could have given me Delirium. That was a really weak play by them. Sheesh. Yeah, there it is. So we still have Scholar in our graveyard, thankfully. Ooh, that's good. Actually, I could hard cast Oculus, but I think we want to get the Chandra online now, right? Yeah.
When this race is over, let's see how fast it goes.
So I have to crew the vehicle with the Scholar first, otherwise the Profs doesn't see it as a creature. It's fine. Excellent draw.
Now that's a winning ride. Only direction I know is forward.
They can already trade with the 3-2, so we're going to put this on our 5-4, make it a Trampler. Soaks up the same damage if they block the Trampler, but they don't trade with my 3-2. Yeah, there they go. Free land play from Inti. Any creatures a keep. To crew. Because we'll still have 2 lethal vehicles next turn. I mean, that's fine. Chandra OP, let's go. Temporary lockdown. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I still have a lethal vehicle here.
Rev 'em up. Keep up the pace.
You ever get lost or something? Maybe a smite. Alright, get lost it is. Okay, they're still in it. We have a lot of live draws, of course. That's great. Okay. Because that means we can attack into Anchorage.
My team's got me covered.
We might even have lethal if the maps are relevant and they don't have any other tricks here. So they need to demo. Oh, I guess that doesn't work, does it?
Can't give up.
Demolition Field and have a 1-mana spell. Because if I hit that Destroy Evil, it's all over. This is already lethal. And they might not have anything, and they might just be dead anyway. Actually, I don't even Destroy Evil, do I? I don't want to give them back the Monument. Well, I would get back Eidetic, I guess. First and foremost, they're dead, so. Okay. We will worry about other plays, assuming they make a play to survive, which they did not. This is going well. I'm enjoying this. No big Oculus plays so far, really, but just kind of grinding up. All right, we're 3-1. All right, doing okay for right now. 3-1sies. On the draw again. Boo. We do have the Oculus in opening hand. Okay, I mean, if we rip Helping Hand, this could be a turn 1 discard Oculus. Although I guess with fear of missing out in my hand... Yeah, we'll see what land our opponent leads with, and we'll get a better idea if that's even something we would want to consider anyway. Green, white, Portico. Alright. Which means... they're going to be playing Zur, I guess? Yeah, probably some kind of Zur nonsense. Now we've drawn double Oculus, but we don't have one of the ways to bring it back. Well, I thought I'd be playing against a lot more aggro. These Burst Lightnings are actually just straight up worse than Spell Snare, or, not Spell Snare, Spell Pierce. That used to be in the main. Yeah, there's the beans. They bend a Wrath. That's terrifying. That means they probably have another in their hand already. Yikes, that's terrifyingly bad. Is what it is, though. Okay, that's not bad. So let's discard the Canal and the Vantage. Those are both going to enter tapped anyways. Bolt can take care of Zur. We have the Recommission now. There's the Overlord. They have Leyline open as well. Yeah, I'm not liking our odds here. Zur into Animate the Overlord next turn's pretty bad. But then if I go for Recommission on Oculus, I assume I'm going to get Wrathed on. I guess we can go like this. Bitter, discard burst. And let's hope they don't Sunfall us. If they do Sunfall, we want to put the... let's see, Eidetic in the graveyard, I guess. So we'd rather... well... yeah. Hopefully, hopefully it's just Zur. We don't want to see another Wrath, but again, the fact that they bend a day, yep. But that's good. The Wrath is fine. If it's a non-exile effect, we're actually doing okay. In fact, if I draw a untapped land next turn, I can hit them for 10 haste. Oh no, sorry, this Helping Hand makes it tapped, never mind. All right, there's Mr. Zur. Good news is we also keep fueling our graveyard here. I mean, I am going to animate the creatures, but again, if we get exiled, that's problematic. Okay, that's a good start for us. That means they didn't have the Wrath. And they can't Zur plus animate now. So we have land, creature, enchantment. We can put an instant or sorcery in very easily. We're hoping they just hard cast the Zur here, right? Okay, can I win then? I don't think we can win. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're going to be able to double. Yikes. They're going to be able to double double Zur next turn. Okay. So we go land, Oculus. That loses us Delirium. So we're gonna put the enchantment creature in the graveyard. And then with Burst plus Obliterating, that would be Delirium. So yeah, we're hoping they just play out Zur, I guess. I mean, that's not even good. They gain a buttload of life, but... Oh, that means they might already have another Wrath in their hand. That, or they think they need to desperately find one. I mean, more Leyline bindings also are problematic. Yeah, maybe this is actually a garbage matchup for me. Okay, tap land. Temporary lockdown. Whoa. Well, they're dead, because we have Burst Lightnings in our deck. Okay, I lied. I'm glad I have the Lightnings in the deck instead of the Spell Pierce for that particular game anyways. Okay. Torches out, destroys in, pierces, negates. Bolt is just so bad versus Zur because the sorcery. Like, when they play the Zur out, they're normally going to activate immediately, you know? I mean, I probably need to leave it in, but... like, I think I'm supposed to be cutting these Burst Lightnings. Chandra just still does not feel very good to me in this kind of matchup. I think we got a little bit lucky to win that game there. Opponent had multiple Wrath, Leyline, Ride Out, or Ride Down, or Ride something, Ride's End. They had double green Overlord. They had the Zur, but they never end up casting it. Oof. Where are the mouse decks? This is our 5th match, and we haven't played against a single mouse deck, have we? Oh, man. It's a nice opener. If this was helping hand, I do think I would go for the turn 1 discard. I think I would. I think I would. There's the bean already. I guess bright side, if they cast a temporary, the beanstalk will get eaten. Oi, oi, oi. Double beans, that is not what we wanted to see. Need to find one of our counter magic spells pretty bad, feels like. Yeah, I probably have to keep that. I think if they have Day of Judgment, they'll certainly be casting it this turn. Okay. I mean, that's still really bad, of course, but at least we have one of our threats still present. Yep. God, so sick. Stupid sexy beans. What a hilarious magic card. That's good. Pump the 2/2 so that if they want to trade, they have to double block it. I'm actually gonna bin that negate, because right now Zur is kind of game over for us, and yeah. Probably just have to let the binding resolve. It's not 1-for-1 removal because they have the double bean, but yeah, this feels like a tough matchup. Jesus. Yeah, the double beanstalk draw might be too hard to beat here, this game. Okay, well. Double bean, triple ley line binding draw. Yowza. That's pretty funny, but not gonna be good enough here. I think that's better. They didn't show me Sunfall, they showed Day of Judgments. Yep, so now they go animate, animate. Yeah, I mean, this is probably just a concede. Quad leyline binding. Alright, you got me. Okay, doke. I like Sheltered by Ghosts because it hits non-land permanents, but it's not good versus Wrath, you know? Alright, let's just run it back. We're going to need to probably have a pretty hot draw, or they need to not have as hot of a draw as that game, but we'll be on the play, so that helps a lot. So the dream is going to be that we have, like, turn 1 Spyglass, turn 2 Fear, discard Oculus, turn 3 reanimate the Oculus with counter magic available, and then hopefully we can just swarm them before they get too much going. All right, come on, nut draw. That is the opposite of a nut draw, my lord. Nut low. Oh my gosh. Ay, 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 ay. Well, we're going to need a very good-looking 5-card hand, because this is not a keep. If this had a blue source, maybe, but that's actually a decent opener here. Actually, I think I'm gonna... Well, no, the high roll potential is too good here, isn't it? Okay. There is a world where I have a turn 2 Oculus with this hand. That's not it. I don't think I'm going to discard here as much as I want to. So I need to draw Pierce or Negate, most likely. And then get lucky with Oculus. You have Smite? Oh, they have the Smite. So sick. And we hit a negate. Kind of funny. Okay, so we could hit Oculus into the graveyard. We could hit a lot of good things in the graveyard here if we're lucky. That is, however, not. And that's basically game over. We'll look into 5. What are you gonna do? Good beats. Ah! Crushed by the beans again. I don't remember what happened in our first match versus beans, But in this match, definitely feels like we low-rolled both games we lost. Did have to get lucky in the game we win, so... Alright, and I'm good to scoop it there, I think. Well, I mean, technically I should keep playing. Even if our odds are effectively nil. Alright, good enough. Maybe if we had hit exactly Oculus there and Helping Hand it, and then they somehow have nothing, but... beating. Alright, so 3-2, 5 matches in. We need to win 4 before losing another. Might be a little bit difficult. Again, we haven't fought any of the mice decks, so... we will just have to see. Okay, let's see if we can finally fight against one of the aggro decks of the format. Another lost roll. Looks like a decent opener. Actually, this could be a turn 2. Oh, mirror match, perhaps. Okay, well. Hopefully we can Thundering Falls and Oculus into the graveyard. Not quite. Oh yeah, for sure, mirror match. And they have the 1-2 discard Oculus opening hand, so... I guess when you low roll, you low roll, huh? So how do I combat them reanimating Oculus on turn 3 on the play? I assume I can't. I mean, maybe I draw the bounce spell, but by then it's already too late, presumably. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? Torch as well? Well, my friends, sometimes it is just not meant to be. I would say that our opponent has had basically an ideal draw, whereas now we're just kind of too far behind. I guess maybe if I drew exactly Oculus this turn, see, there's the Flood Maw that bounced theirs, but I don't think that's gonna be good enough. Yikes. Yep, I don't think we have a way to come back from this, right? That's Delirium as well, so they're going to make that like a 4 and then a 6. Or sure, that a 4, and then I untap it, and then it's going to be a 6. Okay, well, that, my friends, was a pretty nice opener by our opponent on the play. Sheesh. Bursts can come out. Shelters can come in. Spell pierces, destroy evils. I guessed Ghost Vacuum? I don't think Eidetic is necessary here. Bolt is not super relevant. It doesn't kill Oculus. It's like OK versus Fear or something. Maybe just shave some torches? I guess the torches aren't that necessary. Okay, well, we'll be on the play for game 2. Hopefully we can have a hand like our opponent's was. Turn 1 Spyglass, turn 2 Fear, turn 3 Reanimate. Yeah, kind of sick. Okay, well, this is a keeper. It would actually be funny if they go turn 1 discard Oculus because we have the vacuum. Nope, we'll just have a Siren of their own. So I'm not gonna gain a card here, but I'm doing this just for the counter. Also gets the Inti in our graveyard as a reanimate target later on. Okay, if they hit exactly Oculus into having Helping Hand, but they left the Helping Hand on top. Inti's gonna get torched, yep. No surprises. Oh, that's not great. Well, they kept Helping Hand on top, so the vacuum should at the very least be quite good here, presumably. Alright, there's the Eidetic. Yeah, still not looking great for us, is it? Maybe I was supposed to... If they're leaving the Eidetics, maybe I'm supposed to leave the Eidetics. Well, I could sack off my vacuum, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm actually just going to destroy evil their Siren or attempt to. They might have a Spell Pierce or something now. I mean, I could have went for the kill of the Eidetic, but if they have another one in their hand, they can't really play it out anyways. Okay. If I torch their Fear, I only have 4 cards in my graveyard. That's good. I'm still pretty far behind here. Yeah, they did in fact have another Eidetic, so not unhappy about my choice not to destroy Evil It. Nothing I can do about taking the 5. Alright, they have their own vacuum. So I need to find a way to add 1 extra point of damage, technically. Assuming that this torch resolves. Whoa, that was hot. Sorry, add 1 point of damage in addition to having a card for Inti, but yeah, this is clearly absurd. Sideboard Shelter coming in hot there, damn. Good game, they said. Okay, whew. Fortuitous draw. I mean, do I actually want the Eidetics? I don't feel like I actually want them. The gates aren't terrible. I kind of like my iteration. Maybe, I mean, it could very well be that their sideboarding is better. They might have a different sideboard too, of course, but kind of like where I'm at. Not great, but it's keepable. I don't think we need to torch that turn 1. Alright, land off the map. They're gonna play out the vacuum. You got it, that's fine. Let's go with the Inti and just start leveling up our Siren. Again, I don't get any value from the card, but I kind of want to just suit up my creature and start making it big. This is purely for the 1/1 counter. Oh, they might bring back their Inti that they just binned. Nope, okay. Just bin it, attack for 1. Get lost. Alright, that's a lot of maps I get at least. And we ripped another Inti. It's probably better to go for the Inti to try to find a land. And I'll just discard the torch now. But untapped land here would be great. Kind of brutal. Oh man, a land there would have been huge. Alright, they're gonna reanimate their NT. We're hoping they don't discard Oculus. Okay, good. They did hit a land off that. That one's gonna enter tapped though. Okay, they're gonna go for the fear. Alright. Discards Helping Hand, hits another fear on the trigger, plays tap land. Discard our fear here and pump up our Inti. Okay, land's good. They might turn their fear online. I'm debating if I want to play out the Steam Core Scholar or if I want to hold up Flood Maw and activate a couple maps here. I think I'm going to go ahead and just run out the Scholar. There is a possibility I lose this next turn. If they turn on the fear and have like their profs or something. Okay. Was that 3 ghost vacuums? That's their 3rd ghost, so they have a ton of vacuums in the side. I guess I did shave one down from the original list. Yeah, man, Sheltered by Ghost would be a huge draw. Alright, so let's see, I'm gonna take 3 plus 2 plus 4. Take 9. Spell Pierce and Oculus are irrelevant, at least. My lands have been actually pretty annoying this game too. My only blue sources have been the pain lands. Oh, maybe they can't attack with the Inti this turn. Because I do have an Inti on the ground myself. Ooh, yeah, actually, it's a little bit risky, isn't it? Yeah, and that's exactly what they're thinking about. But ultimately, they have decided to go for it and hold their last card in hand. Okay, that was not what we wanted to see. Did not want to hit a land there. Helping Hand also does not do anything. I mean, in theory, I could have played my Shivan Reef out before attacking, so I'd be able to bounce here, but I think I'm going to need to bounce their Inti or their Fear anyways. But could very well be dead. If they have another Spell Pierce in hand, or I've untapped, or rather I've let them untap and have negate now potentially. So it could be, do I want to let them attack with the Fear and target something for an extra combat? I don't think that's a crazy play. I'm not going to beat a Spell Pierce here anyways. So I kind of like letting them target something and then do the Fear thing as well. So remember, Scholar has Vigilance, so they're not going to untap that. So it means they're going to target one of these with their Fear. Oh, if they're leaving something back, then they probably don't have the Spell Pierce or Negate. Means they're concerned. Okay, well, we might find out here in a second. So Fear's targeting Inti. So Inti should probably put it on itself, right? Oh, I guess that makes sense because the Steam Core also is getting a second combat. And again, if they have the Spell Pierce or whatever, they have it, so. Yep, couldn't beat that anyways. Alright, so I think we are just straight dead. They ripped into the Flood Maw off of the... Wow, brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Alright, well, good beats. I mean, their game one had like a pretty nut draw, and then that one was kind of a beating as well. You know what? Again, this is a free roll basically for me, so I don't mind going 3-3. Would have been nice to play against a freaking mouse deck though. That's what I really wanted to see how our game plan was against, but we didn't play against a single mouse aggro deck. We played against what? 2 Zerdex, 2 something else. I don't even remember what we played against, but no mice. So, anyways, fun little event here. Yeah, we'll keep on keeping on. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.